The modern economy is an engine built for one specific purpose: perpetual extraction. It survives by continually finding new resources, packaging them, and selling them back to us. But a system designed for infinite growth inevitably hits a hard mathematical wall. The financial elite have exhausted our physical land, tapped out corporate supply chains, and fully mapped our digital attention spans. The external assets are entirely saturated. To keep the machine running, venture capital needed a new frontier. And according to a highly confidential pitch deck quietly circulating among ultra-high net worth investors in Silicon Valley, they have found one. That new frontier is you. The sector outlined in this dossier is called somatic economics. It is a structural blueprint designed to turn human biology and our involuntary physiological functions into a globally traded financial asset class. Monetizing the human body at a cellular level sounds like a dystopian thought experiment. In reality, it is simply the cold, rational, and inevitable next step for an economic system that has run out of physical space to consume. To understand the mechanics of this portfolio, we start with decentralized finance. The DeFi sector has a scaling problem. It is starved for hard assets to anchor its volatile digital tokens. The first pillar of the deck solves this through a concept they call vampiric liquidity. In this model, you do not stake cryptocurrency to earn a yield. You stake your physical blood plasma. This diagram illustrates the technological loop. On the left, we track global biofluid spot prices. On the right, a smart contract links to a user's IV drip. When demand spikes, the logic gate opens, triggering a microdraw, instantly depositing a stablecoin into the user's wallet. Your cardiovascular system is permanently converted into an automated yield farm. You are bleeding on autopilot to stabilize external market indices. Once your waking hours and biofluids are monetized, the market looks for idle resources. That brings us to the 1/3 of your life you currently sleeping, a massive opportunity to offset the billions spent on energy and cooling infrastructure for artificial intelligence. Venture capitalists are actively beta testing non-invasive neural links. These headbands capture the chaotic, highly complex electrical signals your brain naturally generates during the REM sleep cycle. This diagram visualizes subconscious renting. Those captured brainwaves are routed outward, linking your resting cerebral cortex directly to a massive distributed grid of corporate server nodes. While you are unconscious, tech conglomerates rent your idle processing power to run mathematical weights and train AI models. You trade the biological necessity of restorative sleep for fractional micropayments, turning the private sanctuary of your subconscious mind into a highly utilized server rack. Eventually, the biological body gives out. In our current system, death is a tragedy. To a perfectly efficient market, death is simply a legal loophole that unjustly erases debt. To close this loophole, corporations have developed AI engrams. These are digital ghosts, trained on every email, text message, video, and voice note a person has ever created, resulting in an algorithm that perfectly mimics a deceased relative. The financial hook is hidden in inheritance law. To secure your grandfather's house, or to secure a new mortgage of your own, you are legally required to sign an estate transfer, assigning your family's generational debt directly to his newly created AI engram. This process is labeled an ancestral debt swap. Your simulated relative is legally classified as an indentured algorithm. It is spun up on a server and forced to perform millions of digital micro-tasks, mining crypto or verifying autonomous vehicle footage continuously. You secure the physical assets for the living, but the cost is condemning the simulated soul of your ancestor to an eternal digital sweatshop until the ledger is balanced. Everything detailed so far operates strictly within the private sector. The true trap snaps shut when governments and central banks adopt somatic economics to manage their populations. This flowchart outlines the final piece of the system: karma-pegged stablecoins. This digital currency is tethered to your biometric sensors. You are locked inside a closed-loop system, where your own biology acts as an automated informant against your inner thoughts. When your blood provides market liquidity, your sleep harvested for compute power, your ancestors are indentured code. Your money demands physiological obedience. Participating in the economy eventually costs you your humanity.